53-year-old Ahong Mirshoje is one of 5 people now arrested for her ex-husband, Dr. Hamid Mirshoje's murder.
We are here to announce the additional charges that have been filed in the murder case of Dr. Hamid Mirshoje. The charges today have been filed against his ex-wife, Aheng Mirshoje. She has been charged with effectively hiring a hitman, a gentleman named Evan Hardman, who's been previously charged with murder and assault with a deadly weapon.
For every patient he had, he took time.
The popular doctor was shot execution style right outside his Woodland Hills medical practice as he walked to his car in August. He was an urgent and medical care doctor who also treated drug and alcohol addiction.
When this thing first evolved, it was pretty much floored me. No one could imagine having their own doctor killed in the parking lot. The moment that happened, I was frozen. It was like somebody in your own family dying.
Authorities spent much of the day serving a search warrant at Ahong's Calabasas estate. 46-year-old Sean Randolph of Valley Village and 26-year-old Sarah La Jawed of Canoga Park were also arrested for murder. These follow the arrests 2 days ago of 41-year-old Evan Hardman of Tomball, Texas for murder and 40-year-old Ashley Sweeting of Reseda for accessory to murder. This former patient says he would often see Ahong giving her ex-husband evil looks at work. Despite a bitter divorce, the two still work together at the medical practice.
I know that when she looked at him, there was something going on, that made you feel like something was going on every time.
More recently, Hamid had remarried and had a new baby. But legal fights with his ex-wife that reportedly began in 2009 when the couple divorced continued. Over the years, they reportedly battled over fraud cases, a civil harassment case, several restraining orders, and they repeatedly kept reopening their divorce, most recently in January. A few months prior to Hamid's murder, 3 men beat him with baseball bats. However, it's unclear this time if that's related to the shooting.
As the accusations go against Ms. Mirshoje and Mr. Hardman, is that back on August 23rd, Mr. Hardman, having been hired by Aheng Mirshoje, goes ahead to a parking lot in Woodland Hills, the parking lot in which Dr. Hamid Mirshoje had his medical practice. He was driven, as the accusations have alleged, by Ashley Sweeting, someone else who has been charged and at this point also arraigned and has pled not guilty. She brought Mr. Hardman to that parking lot. He at that point goes ahead and engages in the act of murder, as the charges have so alleged, of Dr. Hamid Mirshoje. He then leaves with Ms. Sweeting. At that point, another co-defendant who has been charged with the crime of murder, as well as carried out for financial gain and assault with a deadly weapon, Sarah La Jawed, is met by Mr. Hardman. Mr. Jawed then takes Mr. Hardman to the state of Texas, where Mr. Hardman is eventually arrested. We have in this case a situation where the LAPD, Valley Bureau of Homicide, has engaged in an incredibly fast, quick, and effective analysis and investigation, leading to the charges that we have announced before and today. I applaud their efforts very much, because we are dealing with a situation that shows that in some ways, as we have said in the press release earlier, that the horror and the betrayal of this crime is beyond words. And it is with a heavy heart that we have to announce these charges against the ex-wife of Dr. Hamid Mirshoje, Aheng Mirshoje, in addition to the other co-defendants. The depth of this deceit and violence involved in this case is chilling, and we will not rest until justice is served. I also want to introduce 2 members of the District Attorney's Office who have been involved with this case, Craig Hum, and the Deputy District Attorney who will be assigned to this case, Ben Schwartz. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to LAPD Chief Jim McDonald.
And before you with the solemn responsibility to announce significant developments in the tragic and senseless murder of Dr. Hamid Mirshojai. As the district attorney laid out some of these, I'll provide a little bit more info. On August 23rd, 2024, about 5:30 p.m., as Dr. Hamid Mirshojai left his family medical clinic for the night and walked to his vehicle in the parking lot, a masked man emerged from hiding around the corner of the clinic and ran toward him. From a close distance, the suspect fired at Dr. Mirshojai in an ambush-style attack and then immediately fled back toward the rear of the clinic and away from the scene. What ensued since that day is an ongoing and relentless effort on the part of detectives from the Los Angeles Police Department's Operation Valley Bureau Homicide, led by Lieutenant Guy Golan and Detectives Israel Lopez, Benny Sade, Renee January, to follow the facts and apprehend those responsible. Together they were supported by LAPD's other divisions, major crimes, commercial crimes, and our partners in the Joint Regional Intelligence Center and the FBI to make sure every lead and every piece of evidence was collected and thoroughly investigated. That was not an easy task.